Welcome to Let's Talk Blender Edition. Today I thought I'd tell you the story of how I've started learning Blender, the 3D animation software. A couple of years ago I started working on a YouTube channel called Minnie and the Pip. Check it out, I'll leave the link below. And it was a little YouTube video about my dogs. And I made a couple talking dog videos, and I played with green screen for a bit, and I just played around making silly videos with them. And somebody that I know mentioned that I might like to incorporate some 3D animation with them, and that I could learn this software, and that there are all kinds of YouTube video tutorials, and that it's a free open source program. And so I was interested, and I downloaded Blender, and I started watching some Blender tutorials. And I started with the infamous Blender Guru's donut tutorial. And when I started putting sprinkles on my donut, I realized that Blender, my laptop couldn't, Blender kept crashing on my laptop. So my laptop wasn't enough to support the Blender software once it got into particle systems. And so I was kind of limited to what I could do, and then I got out of I often kind of focus on things, and I lost focus and started doing other things. And then eventually my laptop broke, and I had to go invest in a new laptop. And so I decided that I wanted something that I could run Blender better on. And so I didn't go crazy, because I also wasn't sure how long I was going to invest in playing with Blender and learning it, because it was taking a lot to learn, and I wasn't getting real far with any animations. And so I got a new laptop, and it definitely ran Blender better. It still definitely gives me problems with lots of particles in particle systems, and once I put a lot of materials on things. But so I got my computer, I played a little bit with Blender, and then I kind of put it down again. And then I ended up that I hurt my back, and I was laid up for about a week, and I couldn't do anything. So I had my laptop in front of me, and I rewatched all of Blender Guru's donut tutorials and completed my donut. And in a little bit, I'll insert a whole bunch of my projects, including the donut project. And so that really kind of got me going again, and I modeled a little chihuahua, and I started playing with some of my own stuff, and I was kind of continuing doing different, following different tutorials. So there's a whole, I've lost track of everybody's tutorials. You may be able to recognize them based on my finished product, because they're usually pretty similar. So I've had a lot of fun. I've made some small little animations, and there's a lot that I have to learn, and I'm really looking forward to learning how to rig a character, and so I can make my little Minnie and Pips walk and talk and make their mouths move. And then there's some projects that I want to do with labyrinths, and be able to do a labyrinth where you can use VR software and walk through the labyrinth, because I love labyrinths. If you didn't watch my labyrinth video already, go back and watch my labyrinth video, and you can learn about how I love labyrinths. And so I've got all kinds of ideas. There's a funny little Pip at Agility video, and if you watch the actual Pip that I posted last night and my Pipgility videos, you can compare my two little, my animation versus the real live Pip. And the other thing that I'll just mention, quickly talking about Blender, is there's a couple things. So I did get excited and think that I wanted this Blenders for Dummy book. I have not found it helpful at all. I thought it was going to be a great resource. And maybe I'll be able to look some things up, but it really wasn't helpful for me. So if anybody out there that is watching this video knows of great book resources for Blender, let me know, because I'd love to have a hard copy of something that outlines all of the basic how to do things. I didn't find that this one did. And Blender has now gone and updated to, or is almost, it's at 2.8 beta version. And it is so much more user-friendly, and I love it. And I was really scared of it at first, and I opened it up and tried it, and it is perfect, much easier, and there's still some things that are different and some learning curves to figure some things out. And I've just recently got a Udemy, I don't know if that's how you call it, the website course that I think I paid $15 for it, that is supposed to go over Blender 2.8. And so I will give you a review on that course and let you know more about that once I'm finished it. And I'm hoping that'll kind of get me learning things about rigging and kind of putting an animation together. And that is about all I have for Blender. It's open source. You can download it for free. Check it out. And I'm going to show you some of my animations and some of my work to come. And then at the end of this video, if you like it, like and subscribe. And then you'll be able to hear more about my Blender adventures. Till next time.